welcome to Simply Art. Like the video on the way in, share and subscribe. Let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Art Virtual Summer Camp. This is lesson 4 and it's our final one, I'm sorry to say. I hope you enjoyed the other 3 and I hope you'll enjoy today's. Today we are going to do a couple of things. We're going to paint. So since we're going to paint, you're going to need your tin that you had. You're going to need your paint brushes. You're going to need a little bit of water to rinse your brushes in, an old rag to dry them off with. And then in your kit, you had a little birdhouse, an empty soup can. You should have 2 strings and you should have some birdseed. You are also going to need a little stick, small stick, that we're going to use for a little pedestal for the birds to stand on. So I would say about the size, so maybe, see, this is your can, so you just want it a couple inches longer than your can. And then also for your journal, today I would like you to pick your favorite color or your favorite item, and I would like you to sketch it and send it to me if you wouldn't mind sending it to me. I love your pictures. Thank you very much. Now I have in my tin all kinds of colors from the last time that I painted, and I saved them because I put aluminum foil on it. So if you put aluminum foil on it, you can keep it. So I'm just going to stir these a little bit, and actually I think there's a couple of them that I want to make a little bit lighter. So what color are you going to paint? Well, let's talk about what we're going to do first. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint our can. So this can is going to become, after we're finished, a bird feeder that you can hang from the tree. So what color do you want your bird feeder to be? I want mine to be kind of summery, pastel-y sort of colors. So I am going to take my deep red and my deep blue, and I'm going to make them all a little bit lighter by adding white. So I'm going to put white in my orange because I want my orange to be a little bit more. And I'm going to put all of these, I want to be just a little bit lighter than they are. And I'm going to stir them up. Get those nice and stirred really, really, really well. And then you can see they're nice light colors. I'm going to stir up this pink. So you have to decide, like I said, what color do you want this to be? Now we also have a birdhouse that we're going to paint, and I know that some of you out there are fairy fans and you have fairy gardens. So if you want to turn this into a fairy house, you can paint it into a fairy house. That's perfectly fine too. You can turn this one into a fairy house. This is your art project. I'm just giving you suggestions, so have fun, do what you want to do. You know, I always encourage you to have as much fun as you can have, because that's what art's about. It's about expressing yourself and enjoying yourself. So please do that. Okay, so now that I have these nice and stirred up, I am going to start painting my can. And I'm painting my can first because it's going to take a little bit longer to dry than my birdhouse. And I want to put my little stick on the end of it for my birds, so I want it to be dry before I do that. I hope you enjoyed your wind chime that you made last week. I didn't get any pictures of the wind chimes, but I would love to have some. So if you have some, please send them to me. So I think I'm going to start with this pretty orange, and I'm going to paint the bottom of my can. The other thing about the can is it might take a couple of coats to cover. So, you know, paint it and then let it dry and come back and paint it some more until you have it the color that you want to have it. The other nice thing about this too is, remember how with the wind chime we talked about you could put beads on it? So we're gonna hang this from rope, so you could totally put beads on the rope also. I'm gonna put some pink here. And then you need to rinse really well when you switch colors. I'm gonna go to some green. I've got a pretty green here. Do stripes, or you can put, remember we talked about, you could, when we did our bubble art, you could cut out a star and lay it on here and then paint over it so that you have a star. Or you could put stickers on it. Have fun with it, you know. Do whatever you want to do. Be creative. Now I'm going to put a really pale blue at the top here. The other thing I want you to know is, do not paint the inside of this. If you're going to use this for a bird feeder, you don't want the paint to be on the inside, just on the outside, so the birds don't get it. How pretty that is. And it's going to need another coat. But for right now, I'm going to turn it upside down like this, and I'm going to let it dry so I can show you how to attach your stick. And now I'm going to paint my birdhouse or my fairy house. Depends on what you want. I think I'm going to do an orange roof. See, this kind of sinks in, so this will dry much faster. And you have to do even strokes to get it so that it's even, so you don't have, you know, at heavier one spot, heavier another spot. And I think I'm going to do the edge orange also. Actually, I think I'm going to do the inside of the roof, the top of the roof orange also. If you want to, if you're worried about getting your paint even, you can also put tape on this to tape off where you don't want to get your paint. And then once you paint it, you can pull the tape off and you'll have a nice even line. You know, I would love for you to send me the pictures of what you did, and also if you want to put comments on the website about what you liked, that would be great, because I'll do it for another class if you enjoyed it, or I'll change it. If you have a suggestion for a class, something you'd really like to try, put that on there too. Okay, there's my orange roof. And I think I'm going to do, there's a bug flying around here. I think I'm going to do blue on the front. And if you want this to be darker or lighter, well, darker. If you want it to be lighter, you can just leave it the way it is. But if you want it to be a little bit darker, again, just like your can, you can go back and put another coat on it. And look, I got a little bit here on my orange roof. So when it dries a little bit, I can go back and I can fix that. I can just paint that blue, that orange right over top of that blue. So don't worry if it's not perfect. You can fix it. And I like to say in art, nothing is imperfect. It's just a new design that you didn't think you were going to start with. It's a design that came to you while you were painting. Now this one, if you want to hang it up, you can hang it up. This is the same way. If you want to paint the bottom of it, paint the bottom of it. If you want to hang some beads on the bottom of it or glue some beads on it, you can totally do that too. I would be careful if you're actually going to put it out. that don't make it clanky so it scares the birds away. The same with your bird feeder. You don't want to make it too clanky. There's my birdhouse. Isn't it cute? And I painted the bottom green. And I might put some other details on there too if I decide to later. But I'm going to set that down for now because I want to show you. My can is kind of dry. Now I want to put another coat on this, but you guys don't have to watch me put another coat on it. But I want to show you how to attach your stick. So you've got 2 strings here. Okay? I want you to take your stick and I want you to tie a knot. Around your stick. My stick does not want to stay on here. Okay, see how I've done this? So I want you to tie a knot there, not a knot, but just a string on, tie the string on the knot, on the rope onto the stick. Having trouble talking today. And then I want you to do the same thing with the second one. So it should look like this. Okay? And then you're going to lay it down flat. You're going to lay your can on top of it like this. And you're going to tie your string around your can. And now you want to tie a knot. And then you're going to do the second one the same way. You're going to tie the string around the can and you're going to make a knot. Make sure both of the knots are on the top of the can so that it'll hang. Okay, so this is what it should look like. See, I have the stick on the bottom. I tied it on the top. And then these are going to be what you hang on your tree. Now if you want to, I suggest, this is my suggestion, that you make a knot in the top of this, of each one of them, not to tie them together, but separate knots. Let me show you. See how I'm doing this separately? So it looks like this, because when you hang it on your tree limb, then it will hang straight. It won't go like this or like this. It'll hang straight, like that. So once you've done that, then I sent you some bird seed. Just put your bird seed in there. And I would not put all of this in there. I'd put probably half of it. Just pour it in your can. And then, see when I hang it up, there's my birds can get in there and see it. Isn't that great? So you can hang beads on this. You can keep painting, do whatever you want with this. Have a good time with it. And then put your birdhouse out also. So that's our lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed the 4 lessons. And like I said, please send me pictures, send me comments, let me know how you liked it, what you'd like to see on the next one. All of those things. Thank you so much for joining us for virtual summer camp. I hope you enjoy art. Please continue to do it all summer long. Thanks. See you later. Bye.